Yeah, hi everyone. Hi Murgaya. Good evening. Hi team. Good evening. I'm audible. Is my voice low or do you able to hear us? Do you able to hear me? Okay. Okay. We all know like today we are here for to get the demo on the Dynamics 365 CRM with Power Platform. So before that, let me introduce myself and my colleague Murgaya as well. One second. I'm sharing my screen. Just let me know once you guys are able to see my screen. Do you guys see my screen? Uh, So let me begin. So we all know like we are level up IT trainings. We are giving trainings on the CRM related like non-IT to IT training for this for the CRM skill. Also, few people will be working on the support projects like run projects. For them, if they wanted to switch on to D365 CRM technical, for them also we will give the trainings like hands-on experience. We will give the scenarios, practical projects to get the hands-on thoroughly on the CRM, so that they can simply move on to D365 developer if they are working as a support engineer. Currently I have total 10 years of experience in Dynamics 365 CRM and it's related like Power Platform, Azure PaaS. It's been 10 years for me. So we have Murgay as well. He has 12 years of experience. He's working. He was initially .NET resource. Later he moved on to CRM and he have the same experience around 10 plus in this CRM. Murgay, do you want to introduce yourself? Okay. So meanwhile, can you please guys explain your experience and your just give us the brief. So what is your background? What is your current working IT or non IT? Just give us the details. It's a brief kind of intro. Ankit, you want to go first? Hello. Yeah, Harkesh Nikam guys. Okay. Thank you, Krishna. Hi, Rizwan. Hello. Yeah, Rizwan. I'm asking for Rizwan. Okay. Good. Thank you, Rizwan. Yeah, hi, Sai. Can you introduce yourself? Hello. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, hi, Shivendra. Thank you, Shivendra. Yeah, hi, Vivek. Thank you. Thank you, Vivek. Yeah, so if you see here, most of us like we are from something kind non-IT or some different domain, right? So we let's assume like we don't know anything about CRM right now. Let's have the demo with respect to that. So so you might hearing about in the market you whenever you're working for any IT company, they might hear you might hear about you they used to have ERP systems, CRM systems to handle the company's back-end operations or front-end operations, right? So basically, CRM is a, like a so earlier days we used to maintain everything in a documents or in a physical copies, right? So when we move to this web application, so for the managing the customer related informations, so we have the CRM. So basically, CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management, where it will maintain the all kind of in, information about the dealing with customers. It could be sales, it could be service, it could be marketing or anything. So like that it will deal. Suppose you are owning some medical shop in India or outside. So to maintain that one, you should have that stock stock things, right? So to maintain the stock, to audit, to give the audit thing, everything, we should have some tool for, right? So by default we are not having anything earlier days, so they created some CRM kind of tool. In this with this tool what they are doing, everything related about customer, like sales or service, as I said earlier, marketing, all these things. So they are grouping all these services into one tool. They named it as a CRM, customer relationship management. So if you see here, whenever you are using a CRM tool, you don't need to maintain specifically. Suppose if you are owning a medical shop, they might be using some CRM application by default. So whenever they are using, every time they will ask the phone number, they will maintain your the contact details. They use it to send the offer details, or they use it to send the stock updates over that, right? So everything they will be doing with this CRM website application. Okay, so that's why, so it's quite often that people or industries are using the CRM instead of, because suppose if you see medical shop, all medical shop will fall into same group, right? So if you create a one application for medical shop, it will be same for repeated the until the sector changes. So that's why what the companies did, like Salesforce or Microsoft CRM, Microsoft, they have created a standard structure. Suppose you want to sell a product. For sell a product, we should have a customer, we should have a price, product details, we should have a catalogs, right? So everything they will be grouped in a some structure. That is that they are going to sell. Suppose if it is a service related operation, suppose if you say any Flipkart or Amazon anything, in that what we will do, we will be reaching for the service related, we will be reaching as a ticket, or we will be sending an email, or we will be reaching the phone call, right? So everything, whenever we are reaching them, they will be creating a ticket and they will give us updated over the same channel whatever we earlier used. So, so for that one, like that, they have created a different sectors and they grouped under CRM. Okay. Now, if you see what we have in the current IT market, what are the CRM services we have? We have Salesforce CRM, we have Microsoft Dynamics CRM, we have HubSpot CRM, like that, right? So mostly people might hearing about Zoho and Salesforce and Dynamics. The SAP and Oracle are recent one. Okay, recent means not 10-15 years. Have you guys ever heard anytime about these CRMs? Yeah. Okay. So we have this many CRMs, right? Right now, the top one are like SAP CRM, Microsoft CRM, and Oracle. Okay, and Microsoft CRM is standing at third place in the usage. So when we consider so here we have different CRM, right? So why do we need to learn about Microsoft CRM only? Because we can learn Zoho, we can learn other CRM, right? Why we need to learn Microsoft? So yeah, 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 yeah. You are not getting? One second, let me reshare. I just, I just, I just reshared. Just tell me what is the screen you could see? Do you see right now? Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. So even though we have multiple CRMs in the market, why do we not learn only Dynamic CRM, Microsoft CRM? So the answer is very simple. So as you all know, we have different OS or different services, Android or operating systems in the market. So why we are using the MSOS? Because the affordability, and it will have that free versions, or it will across all the other places, right? So even you have Apple OS, that is more secure and anything, we can't affordable, right? So same way in the current market as well, the Microsoft, whatever the CRM it is offering, that is very scalable and reliable and affordable. So as it is giving more features with the same price, obviously clients will be preferring that CRM over the other, right? So that's what where Microsoft is dominating the CRM industry. Okay. Any questions here? Okay. So when we are choosing Microsoft CRM, why it has strong market demands? You know, this Microsoft is a US product, right? So they have huge clients in Europe. You have APAC region, even Australia. So everywhere, wherever they are offering MS OS, they will be they will be giving the trial accounts to explore this CRM, and they will give the opportunity to. So like that, it was spread over the globe. So when you have the over the globe, obviously over the globe customers are using. Obviously, the market will be on demand, right? So that's where it will be strong area for CRM. And the one more advantage is like it has very low code pro code, means low code no code we call. Basically earlier we used to have too much JavaScript code and too much C# code for to do any extra customization on top of CRM. But now they have given very good tools within CRM, so you can do good number of changes with minimal coding. Like you can create a flows, you can create small formula kind, then for the all customizations. Okay. Now, whenever we are talking about here, I have said for the CRM, Zoho CRM, I've said. But if you see for the Microsoft, I have added Microsoft Dynamics 365. So, what is the difference between Microsoft Dynamics 365 and Microsoft Dynamics 3 CRM? So, earlier days during 2001, Microsoft introduced the CRM product. So, during that time, they have created two systems. One is for ERP, other one is for CRM. Under CRP, they have under CRM, they have sales, marketing, customer service, field service, customer insights. After some time in the recent 2023 afterwards, they have merged ERP plus CRM into a single group, and they have named it as a D365. D365 means it's like entire. If you all remember, earlier we used to have MS 2010, 2011, now they are saying Office 365. The same way, they are grouping every component into a single umbrella, like, okay. So for the this also for these services also they have grouped CRM and ERP. They named it as a D365. Now if you see in this out of this all sales, marketing, customer service, field service, customer service only customer engagement. That is nothing but CRM. Rest all related to ERP. If we go deeper here, so we have in this entire 365 apps, we have two kinds of apps are there. One is enterprise resource planning, the other one is customer engagement. It's nothing but CRM. So you might know like few people will we could hear like SAP will be using for this ERP systems. So they will be creating the pay slips. They will be generating the control about the stock monitoring everything, right? So same way we have same thing we have it in the Dynamics Microsoft CRM Dynamics as well. Okay, so in this we have Microsoft Finance, 365 Finance, we have supply chain management. So in the supply chain management, what it will do, it will do the inventory, manufacturing, procurement details, everything. What is the required, what is the demand, what is the supply we need to make, like that. So in the commerce, it will be basically related about retail, e-commerce related. So in this model, they will handle all these. So we have D365 human resource as well, where we have the HR related like leave balance, pay, leave issues, options, like HR related processes they will handle there. Okay, in the project operations they will do the both. Like so, suppose if you are dealing any work, so how much cost we need to bear, what is the outcome, like that everything they will be doing with the project operations. Okay. So whereas we have the business center, this is be using for medium small scale business. It will have the everything like business center means it will be combining of all these finance, supply chain management, commerce, everything. Okay, this is all about ERP apps. Now come to our CRM apps. So in the CRM apps, what we have customer engagement. In that we have sales, customer service, marketing, field service, project operations. So just now I was explaining, right, initial. So whenever they are creating CRM, they group it different sectors. Suppose in the real-time market world, so to sell a product, they are considering sales. So to sell a product, what we need to deal, we should have the customer info, we should have the product info, we should have the what are the product catalog available for your company, and what is the price, everything, price list, everything, right? So those will be handled in the Dynamics 365 sales. So if you see here, whenever you create Microsoft Dynamics 365 sales app, those will be with the symbols. To make it familiar, I just added the symbols used in the CRM, Microsoft CRM. And for this customer service, so as I told, it will be dealing with only customer related service. Service related issues means it could be a ticket or it could be some issue. They are reaching you for something. Customer will be reaching you for some thing. You will be handling that. Okay. And if you see, the third one is Dynamics 365 marketing and the customer insights. So to get your, so to promote your product in the market, you should do something in the marketing, right? So all the stuff will be maintained in this marketing module. So how to reach a, we will have various channels, right? You can send a messages, you can send pamphlets, you can conduct some meetings to grow the popularity of product in the market. So all this stuff will be maintained in the Dynamics 365 marketing module. So, and the next one is field service. In the field service, it will deal with about resource allocation. So suppose you need a, suppose if you currently consider in in the urban club, you are scheduling some laptop issue. So they are coming your home and they are repairing, right? Same way in the field service app, you can book a resource. Either it could be repair or you can buy a new thing like that. Okay. If you closely observe, we have Dynamics 365 project operations here in the CRM and here in the ERP, right? So this is more about sales related. So in the ERP side, we will be having the sales related things, and the when you talk about customer thing, you will have the sales and customer engagement, right? That's why we have it in the both places. Any questions here? So I have told too much, right? So whatever we everything the Microsoft is offering as a product, some it's like a ready to use, so you don't need to develop anything from scratch. So if it suppose if your organization, if your company is related to sales, suppose if you have some iron hardware shop, so what you will do, you will do the sales, right? So for that one, you can just purchase the license, you can have the customers import everything. So like that, it's like they are giving ready to use products. That's why it's been very famous. On top of this CRM offering products, if you want to make any changes, like you want to, obviously when the product is offering, it will be very, your requirement is different, my requirement will be different, right? So for that purpose, we will do the customizations, we will do the changes. That's what all normal technical developers will do their job. So on top of what Microsoft is offering, people, the developers will make some changes to fit the exact client requirement, and they will make it work. So this is the where developer plays a role. Okay. Any questions here? Yeah, no, no, we will be covering this top four. Yeah, we can cover the five as well. But if you see whatever the Microsoft product is offering, right? So on top of that, we will tell about the how to do customizations, how to do integration, everything. I will come to that point, Vivek, next. Thank you. Okay, let's go. So if you see in my title itself, I have mentioned like D365 CRM with Power Platform, right? So what is this Power Platform? So I was telling, right? So whenever you want make any changes, suppose to make it fit to your requirement, your client need, we will need to do some make changes, right? So that we will be doing with the Power Platform tool. So Power Platform is nothing but like a tool which we will be using for developing, extending the whatever we have it in the CRM. Now if you see here, we have four components in the Power Platform, that is Power Apps, Power Automate, Power BI, Power Virtual Agents. So Power Apps will be typical app which has the every end-to-end life cycle of the system, where you will define the sitemap, everything, how you want to have the UI for the customer interface. You will be defining in the Power Apps. And the next thing, Power Automate. In this Power Automate, you will automate some tasks. Suppose every day you want to send a greeting email to your customer. So such kind of things you can be having with Power Automate. So that is Power Automate. And coming to Power BI, so you have last fiscal year you made some good progress. You want to see how much you want to share the audit report to some CA. You want to measure the what is the percentage of growth you seen in this last fiscal year. So such kind of things you need to do means you should have some tool, right? So for the Power BI, it will be have you will have the representations in the diagram. So mostly we will be using Power BI for that one. Okay. And the next one is Power Virtual Agents. You might observe if you whenever you are opening any government site or private publications, whenever you hit on the applications, a agent bot will be appearing like how may I help you. Even though it may not fulfill your requirement, but they have some agents, right? So for the Power Platform, we have this Power Virtual Agents where you can customize the agents, chatbots kind of. So those will be also integrated to, you can integrate to CRM. Now if you see earlier we used to call Power Virtual Agents, now they are just rebranded as Microsoft Copilot Studio. You might know like you same like ChatGPT, we have Microsoft Copilot where it will using the LLM and it will giving the results for normal queries, right? So the Copilot they have extended to Power Platform and name it as a Microsoft Copilot Studio. You can integrate CRM plus Copilot within the Power Platform. Okay. Now if you see the typical diagram, so if you see the first one is a, let's assume like the CRM. On top of CRM you have all these, right? Power Effects, Dataverse, connectors, AI Builder. So what does it mean? Microsoft will be giving some raw product. On top of that, you are customizing based upon your need, because everyone don't need integrations, because few people will be working with a single normal, no integrations with other systems. So such scenarios they don't need connectors. So that's why they grouped different layers to meet the client requirement. Okay. Any questions here? So if you see here, this is the simple definition. Dynamics CRM is a pre-built business solution ready to use one, and Power Platform will be used for customize the extender solution. So on whatever Microsoft is given, on top of that, if you want to make any changes, extra changes, you will be using with Power Platform. Okay. And let's come about the career opportunities. So we were just discussing, right? So as same as Microsoft OS, how it's been very popular in even corporate and normal personal use, the same way the Microsoft CRM will be also widespread across the globe. If you see the in all Europe and APAC region also, majority of the companies will be using the Dynamics 365 CRM for their operations, for their CRM related activities. So the major roles we can get if we learn the CRM means, one is functional consultant. The functional consultant will be like who usually he don't do any changes in the back end, like means he won't develop anything. So he will be like a mediator between the client and the dev team, like that. So he will be doing that role, like, so you might hear about BA, business analyst. So he will get the requirement from the client and he will just make it into CRM. He will convert the client requirement into CRM words. So that is the function consultant role. And the technical consultant and developer, this is where our training focused on. So if you see here, here the trainer, the developer will make the changes on the CRM product. So whatever Microsoft given, on top of that he will make changes. He will create a new entities, he will create a new forms, he will create the UI changes, he will do the backend operation changes, everything. So if suppose if you have one BA for one team, in that team we will have a number of developers for that project. So that's how scenario. Okay. And next thing is solution architect. So at the end of the day, so if once you are growing at 10 plus 15 plus years of experience, you won't be doing the ground level changes, right? Obviously you have to give a design to your team. So this is similar to the BA role. So you will get the requirement from the client and you will making the design, how to implement, how to achieve that client requirement. So that is the solution architect role. And the next one is CRM administrator. So in this CRM administrator, this is typical kind of a support role in the CRM. So they won't do any development, they won't give any designs. They will do the administrator operations like adding users, environment manager, environment management, the CRM maintenance kind of thing. Okay. So for the CRM administrator also, we will have a number of openings are there. Why? Because as we have Microsoft is offering the clients across globe, right? So they will have some or other issue to further CRM. So they will be reaching some team to support, right? So these CRM administrator people will give the support for them for the CRM, whoever CRM using. Okay. Any questions here? Yeah, Hargesh. So the functional concept will be very minimum. So if you learn this course, you will be covering these two part. Obviously, the CRM ambition is also part of functional. So the highest we are touching the strongest area means the remaining all you will be covering, right? BA will become a functional consultant. Hare Krishna, not yeah. Yeah, actually these are so if you learn about a only theory kind of thing, those will be functional. If you do the extra change like development side, those will be like technical consultant. Any questions to others? Shivendra, Sai Kalyan, Vivek. Okay. Good. So, and this is the roadmap for the next 40 days. So, in this thing, what we will cover like from basics. So, if you see the earlier ads as well, so we have committed to given the training from like you considering like you are like you don't know anything about CRM or IT from basic CRM knowledge to like real-time hands-on, because once you train it's not you should get a job on this, right? So you should have a practice hands-on like from the basic CRM knowledge to real-time hands-on. So that's why we prepared this 40 days thing. So here I have given the topics, but we need to distribute the hours and content based upon our speed. I will update in 1 2 days. So we will be covering these topics like so everything. So how to create a account CRM accounts, how to create a service module, how to create a sales module. Then what we have by default, what are the capabilities we will cover with that modules. Then what we will do in generally as add-ons, what we will do extend the operations, everything we will be take as a like scenario and thing. Okay. So we will be having 1 hour session from Monday to Friday evening 7 to 8 p.m. based upon our all convenience. So after everyday class, we will be sharing the recording and we will be giving the notes. Also one practical scenario to get your hands on, because if you simply listen the class, after a certain time you might forget or you might just, because once you do the real time hands on only, you will know the real time challenges issue. Because if you see anything, if you want to do, yeah, yeah, I will be giving access. The first after the class, first class itself, I will give the account creation and user logins for everyone. Okay. So consider we were saying low code no code, right? So what do you mean by low code no code means we will have 80% without coding. We will be having the all the tools, like we will have the business rules, we will have the workflows, we will have the Power Automate first to do the all our actions. But sometimes whenever anything the product is offering by default, it will have some limitations, right? Whenever we have that limitations, we can't fulfill our requirement. That time we will do the coding. So for this CRM related technical thing, we should have two knowledge: JavaScript and C sharp. So for that also we will be covering from basics to like real time and some how to what is JavaScript, what are the things we will have in the JavaScript. Same way for C sharp. So what is the respective scope with respect to the CRM? Like that only we will learn. Because if you see JavaScript, there will be a number of infinity scope for the JavaScript learning. But we will learn about what we need for CRM. Okay. Same for C sharp as well. So C sharp we can develop it in .NET applications even, but we will learn what we needed for CRM technical role, what they expect from if you are a CRM technical developer. Any questions? Okay. Now I will just show you the. Do you see my screen, right? So first, background. And one good thing is they have included Copilot everywhere. So for suppose for normal scenarios, we will be using the Copilot in normal browser, right? But Microsoft included Copilot everywhere. Like they have added in the Teams, they have added in the CRM, they have in the Outlook. So in this CRM also, you don't need to develop anything from scratch. So you can give a proper. If you give a proper prompt, you can get the say the requirement ready. Like that they have given. Okay. One second. That so that's what I'm saying, Satish. So we have like I can't say like you don't need any. Hello, you're breaking it. Hello, I'm audible. So that's what. So by default, Microsoft is opening maximum n number of connectors, n number of tools for no coding. But sometimes client requirement will be like on top of that. So at that moment, we need to give some extra configuration. We need to do extra thing, right? So for that purpose only, we will be using the coding. Getting. So it's like a corner scenarios we can say, but that you don't need to worry about that. As I mentioned, we just have a plan for if you don't have any coding knowledge also, we will be covering what we need for CRM. What we for suppose if we have we I say like we will be using JavaScript and C# for CRM, right? So both are like oceans, but we will pick what we need for CRM. Those will be like repeated snippets. Satish, you don't have to worry about that much. Okay. Now, now if you see this one, this is a typical CRM environment look like. So if you see here, this is LT5 practice. Here these are the apps. So by default, we will be getting these apps. So suppose if you want to create a new app for your own business, you can create a new app. So that much comfort, convenience we have. So you don't need to suppose if you develop any application, something you need to do lot of stuff. You need to create a DB, you need to have a UI, you need to link both, you should have a controllers, everything, right? But in the CRM, the Microsoft giving us like a ready to use. So if you just give the name, it will you will have the app. So just me create. So I'm just creating a new app here. Because the backend won't change, right? So backend, the entities, the forms, views, everything will be same. The UI level only the life cycle. What does it mean? Suppose sales cycle, you will have a like purchasing, right? You will be giving order, you will be buying a some product. If it comes to service, you will be raising a concern for some issue like that. Like that, the modules differ in the life cycle only, not in the technical perspective. So if you see here, my app is ready. So LT6 Mediplex app is I have created, right? Now this is a web application, right? Suppose if you develop any normal website, if you want to operate in mobile, if you want to operate in a website, you should have both things, right? But with this Microsoft, the same app you can access from the mobile app as well. So you don't need to do any extra things for it. So the everything will be Microsoft will take care. The rendering or anything, everything. Suppose if you do a custom app, you have to do a lot of stuff, right? You need to you need to create an app in the different language. You need to create a website in the different language. Those challenges you don't need to worry about. That's why people are looking more inclined to this CRM, Microsoft CRM, compared to others. Okay. Any questions? Yes. Then Muria, you want to add anything? No, Harish. Okay. From Monday, we will be starting the same time, almost 7 to 8. I hope that works for you. If you have any concern, just let me know. We will schedule it suitable time. we can have. Um, Queries, feedback, you can ping us anytime. Yeah, I have one. Okay. I will be today. I will be sending this document and how I will be sending from how I will be sending the recording. What would be the covering in the practical assignment and QA. So if you see here, the in my last thing. So after every class, now if you see this managing solution deployment, this is the class recording. Then you have a PDF solution based interview questions. Then you have a learning. So this learning is nothing but it's kind of a you will have the points. What is it about? It will have some technical depth, right? So we will giving the all kind of definitions. Why basically whenever you are running anything, you should learn about why we are using, how to use it, why to use, right? Same way. So we will giving the all the kind of thing. This is the like that interview questions as well. For the same topic, we will giving the interview questions. So suppose you might put in the relevant experience from 3 to 4 years, right? So what they expect from you based upon the experience, we will be creating different questionnaires. It okay? Like that. Any questions? Okay. Related to how to try after training. What's the plan? Right? Which one? Yeah. Is one. As mentioned, so you will be eligible for all those roles, right? So obviously we are coming. We want to move from non-IT to some support to technical means. Obviously, you want to apply for technical role, right? So to get the technical role, obviously they will check you the your knowledge. What is your technical knowledge? What is your hands-on? So obviously you need to meet that. So for that purpose only we have scheduled this lengthy 40 days training. So in this thing you will learn all the basic stuff to some scenario stuff. So whenever, so even we have experience 10 plus experience, right? So we will be seeing the most of the people come like cross skilled or they will be coming from support to see support to development projects. So we can identify based upon their answer itself. So whenever whenever I gave a situation to him, how he is breaking down, how he is telling the solution to me. In that only I can feel like whether he is really from technical guy or just cross skilled or he just know the CRM stuff only related like books knowledge or he has a real time hands on also. So, so as we know that we are preparing this daily practical assignment, everything. Otherwise, if you don't simply listen, you will answer the questions whatever they we have in the Google like. But when you give a scenario, you will fail to explain. You will fail to give a solution for it. That's why we need a practice. So my main intention to have the daily assignment means you will you should familiar to this interface as you are having 2 years in non-IT. Now you will be putting 2 years in as same CRM, right? So first, if you take a regular CRM technical guy, he will do a lot of stuff in 2 years, right? So that stuff you need to practice in these 40 days. So you should have idea about all the interface, where to make changes, everything. But if you learn only question, okay, thanks. Chalo. Thank you guys. Any questions? Chalo. Thank you. Thank you.